Hey there guys, and what is up? How's it going? Real Diversity here. We are back with another video on Ahiru no Sora. Sorry I did not get this video out earlier. It was finals week, and I literally, even today is Saturday and I had one more exam I had to take today. So I had like literally exams for the whole week. So it was a lot of going on. I didn't have really time to make this video. I didn't even watch the episode to just now. So yeah, it was just, just bad. So we're finally getting to it, and I must say, man, I'm gonna tell you guys straight off the bat. Oh, and disclaimer here: I'm not the best at pronouncing some of these names and things like that. So if I mess up a name, I'm sorry. Forgive me if I say it wrong. Leave a comment. Let me know how to pronounce it, and I'll try to do better next time. I think I was saying Nayo wrong, and it was Nay. I already forgot how to actually pronounce it. I just try to go off of how it's spelled, and a lot of times it doesn't always come off pronounced the way it's spelled, right? Because it's a different culture and things like that. Tom. So yeah. But anyways, I'm just straight off the bat, man. This game felt. It didn't even feel like the show I'm used to. It felt like a different show just right off the bat, man. They were blazing. It felt like almost like Kuroko no Basket or something like that, man. It was like just straight fast paced right out the gate. And it's just something that's not hasn't really happened in this anime so far. And it was interesting to see that they just kind of really and they just really skipped over it, right? Last episode, right? If you watch the episodes in sequence, then it may make a little sense to you, but for people who are on top of it and they watch the episodes every single week it comes out a new one, you sometimes get a little gap in between, so you forget a little few things. And we know last episode that they were like really fired up. So if you watch the last episode, I think it was like Val. The name was the episode was even just called Val. So you knew that they were pretty much and it showed what everyone was pretty much fighting for and things like that on the Kuzu's team. And we know what Sinjo's team is fighting for. I think I'm saying it right, Sinjo. Um we know what they're fighting for because they basically built their team up. So we know they're just trying to win because they finally got a team to even play with. Kuzu's team though, we saw what they had to win. We saw what the stakes they have and things like that too. So right off the back, if you remember last episode, it ended with the second quarter starting. This episode basically just started with them just running up the score, and then before the first time they showed us the score, it showed that they had got a 16-point lead, which is insane already. So it clearly shows you they got their fire back. And they're pretty much, I guess, ready to do the thing and win. And the other team, I believe it was called Seijo. It's the next team. Whoever wins this game has to go against Seijo, and I think I'm saying it right. So if I'm not, but they are apparently looking. We have this the only team I think so far that we really haven't even heard about. So we don't even know, but that is apparently the next team, and I think that's going to be a super hard team. But anyways, they already claimed Kuzo was they're going to be their next opponent. They were just basically like, yeah, it looks like Kuzo's going to win this. So it's hard to deny them the win now. But like I said, it's basketball. You never know. So but and it's anime at the same time, so we do actually know. But it's basketball. So we're try to go through this episode and see what happens. So another interesting fact, like I said, right off the bat, they really just turned it up, and it really showed the skill gap, right? Just pure skill alone, we just know who the better team is. And we saw that just right off the bat. Uh, uh Chiaki and Chiaki and Mokichi. I couldn't remember his name. Mokichi and Chiaki just did this insane back. They passed it. Chiaki elbow passed it back, and then Mokichi dunked it. So I mean, just right there, I would have expected that alone to kill the moral of the other team of Sinju's team, just right then and there. So I'm surprised that they didn't demoralize them there. But obviously it's probably because of the captain and the other two. Like I said, the two seniors are really experienced, so they really know um what to do, what not to do, and just don't let anything get in your head. So that's how they really are, and they're really good, and they keep the team focused, things like that. So what we also noticed though, though, was that they sent after that complete blowout, they went to Sora's mom, and she wanted to see Sora. So a little bit of a that's kind of a bit of a foreshadow right there. Um, but yeah, we're gonna hear more about that, I guess, next episode. I have no clue. I don't keep up with the manga or anything, so I don't know what the situation with that is. But just off of that alone, it seems like a bit of a foreshadow right there. Just a simple fact, she wants to out of the blue see him when he specifically told her he will see her at the intern high. So it's interesting to see what's going on there. So I guess to explore more of that next episode. She may even I hope it really doesn't come to this, but a prediction I have is that she shows up to the Senju either gets the lead back or comes really close to getting the lead back, which would suck. Honestly, I feel like Kuzu's team, that's a letdown to me if they like let them close a 16-point gap. But if it gets to that point and his mother comes in and maybe motivates him or something to, I guess, win the game or something like that. So I'm not sure. That's just a thought thrown out there. I hope that doesn't happen because I would just rather see Kuzu just finish his game strong. But yeah. Um, so you never know there. But like I said, they like literally over halfway done with the third quarter, 16-point lead still even through the episode to the end. And this one here, basically, besides the fast pace back and forth, they pretty much were just kind of going back. And oh my gosh, I feel like we got enough backstory already from Senju's team about how they built their team up. But they like literally spent maybe like 1/3 of the episode talking about the past of the team. So it was just really, man, we already know, we just want to get this game through because this is like what, the sixth, seventh episode of this game or so. So I feel like we've seen every aspect of both teams by now, and it just seems at this point, yeah. So even the Seiju team, they said that Kuzu's team wasn't even playing at full potential because Chiaki wasn't even at point guard. So it even just shows you there when they even got that 16-point lead that they weren't even doing much then. And if you really think about it, the team really isn't even at its full potential either because of Momo. He really, if he ever develops any type of method of scoring, and he can definitely dunk. I don't know why he hasn't or doesn't. If he gets wide open, he can dunk it. I promise you. He apparently he jumps like higher than Mokichi. So I mean, like, he should definitely, Mokichi's dunked plenty of times already, and so we should definitely, Momo should definitely be able to dunk it. I'm pretty sure. So hopefully, I mean, if there's anything he can do, he can definitely do that to me. And I feel like he needs to. If he has to, he can be he could be Vince Carter out there. Let me say it like that. So let's talk really quickly about Koji. Koji is the red-haired guy that was on the bench the whole time. One of the seniors, that helped build the team. He's got injured, and he basically just wants to put himself into this game just because he just doesn't want to sit on the bench while they lose. So I mean, understandable. And the full scope of his injury isn't very serious, but I mean, he just really can't play at full strength right now, and that's pretty much it. So it's nothing much there. I think even like maybe I don't even think the next game he would have been able to play, but I mean, I feel like within like another maybe week or two, he would have probably been playing or been able to play. So it's just tragic that he couldn't get in, and we're gonna honestly see what happens here with him, man. I don't really think he can help much, and I really don't want him to get back injured in this game. But I think he's just gonna. I'm gonna go off since they mentioned earlier that he had, even when he had a cask on, he was shooting every day. I'm using that I'm assuming that he's a shooter, like maybe like Sora or something like that. So he may not need to be able to run as much. All he has to do is like post up and shoot or something like this. Is what I'm expecting to happen here. So we're gonna see. I think, and that's probably gonna be maybe the very first play we're gonna see next episode is just right off the gates, him coming in pulling up for three or something, maybe even deep. I don't know, Curry range or something. I don't know, but so far, think it was pretty straightforward episode. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. I really wish they did that every game. Because I mean, we by this point after this game, I honestly feel like we know Kuzu's weaknesses, we know Kuzu's strengths, we know what they're about. Well, we really still don't know what they're about because it's people like Sora and Kite and Mokichi and it just everyone on the team still surprises us almost every episode with something new or something like cool, So it's still, there's still a box of mysteries, honestly, and we haven't really seen to me their full extent. Um, yeah, either so and they all have a past, so they're obviously gonna have like flashbacks in later games and stuff when they're like in a tough spot, like oh yeah, my mom told me I can do the in between cross step back jump shot. Oh yeah, so, Sora or even Chiaki's gonna be like, oh yeah, I remember when I was in middle school, like I did this behind the back, between the leg, over the head, alley oop. They're gonna be pretty interesting to see what they do later on. But right now, it's pretty nice to see a quick game like this, and I'm really enjoying it. And hopefully, Kuzu finishes strong is what I really hope for this game. But a really great episode, man. I really don't have much else to say anymore. And I don't want to make this video too long for you guys. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoy it. And we are done with exams, like I said. So we're gonna be on this every day now, trying to get new animes, new content, new everything. So go ahead and subscribe to the channel now, man, and just be prepared for lots of content every day. Sorry, this one was late, and this will be the last time. Real Diversity, we're out. Peace.